Hello Aquarius, Elsie here to do a reading for the month of February. We're going to do an overview for February for you, let you know what's coming up for the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. Let's find out what's going on. We're going to be reading for love, career, and for finances. So I will start with love here. Happy birthday, Aquarius. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the ways that you've been loving on this channel. Thanks for your views and all the ways that you've been in the comments. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for all of that. Let's take a look. Let's start out, Aquarius, my birthday babies. Let's start out with love. Let's find an oracle card for love for the month of February. Tell me about February. Tell me about February for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. We have the past is now behind you. Ah, I like that. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. I like it. I like it. So for some of you, you've let go of something that is no longer going to terrorize you through 2024. The past is behind you. And remember, you can never get that back. You're the one that goes back there in your mind. If you're the one who's attached to memories from the past, it's you that keeps you stuck there. Nothing else keeps you stuck there. No one else is keeping you stuck there. So release it and embrace new possibilities. Bottom of the deck says, beware of what you are projecting. For the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So that person you don't like, the one that really grinds your gears, the one that irritates you, that's actually something within yourself that you don't like. And that's the way it goes. That's what projection is. So it's always good to check with the self, right? Maybe it's not, maybe it is. It's not always going to be that way. Not every person you don't like is going to be something that you don't like within you. But it's good to always do the double check on the inside for sure. We'll get back to love with tarot, but we're going to look at an oracle card for career. Tell me about Aquarius in career for the month of February 2024. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We got something that's flipped here. Taking shelter. The answers are within. So it does feel like somebody here is probably on the bit of a struggle bus as it pertains to the place that you work. I feel like you're not really sure if you want to stay there. It feels like you do need to go within for some of the answers. We have the star here, right? It feels like this probably is the hand of the hermit. Somebody might be spending time alone, thinking about what it is to do next. I really want to buy that house in the distance. How do I make more money doing that? So taking shelter. Taking shelter, we'll look at that more with clarification with the tarot. It says here, grounding, go deep, explore your roots. There may be something here that has to do with something that you already know, that the answers are within. And I feel like there's something that you already know how to do that could end up being part of your career or maybe put you on a new career path. So it feels like something you've known all along. Everybody has a gift of some sort, right? And maybe you are discovering yours, or it is when you are looking within, you are finding exactly what it is that you need in order to move forward with your career here. Let's talk about finances. What's coming up for finances for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have openness. Be open with your finances, and that might mean asking for help. And that's not easy for everybody. We do have protection. So it feels like with openness, it feels like you need to be open to change, open to, you need to kind of release yourself. The full moon is about the release. You'd have to release all the thoughts that you had about finances. Possibly it's time to call someone in for help. Protection. You might want to think about, things that protect your finances, insurances and life insurances, different things like that coming up in February. Let's take a look at tarot. Let's talk about love. Past is in the past, my friend. That only means one thing. New love means new. Something new is coming at you because you have left whatever it is in the past. Say thank you to it, release it. Yeah, and be open to new possibilities, leaving it in the past. Tell me about Aquarius. What are they leaving in the past and what is coming in that is brand new in love for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. You will find a link that says more. And if you follow that link, you will find your way over to Wizio, where you can book me beginning at $40. So we do have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. There it is. So something in the past is now behind you. There it is. It feels like it was a situation that you were putting all the work in on, the Eight of Pentacles, that you were working on the self, working on the relationship, giving this person all your attention, all of your energy, and it was an unrequited love situation. This person wasn't giving you any love energy. This person wasn't showing you affection. They weren't really putting anything into the relationship. It was all one-sided. And I think that is what you're leaving in the past, a one-sided relationship here. We do have the Knight of Swords, and it feels like you're just cutting them completely out of your life. I want to say that, you know, sometimes people go with the, you know, we're not going to date, but let's be friends. I don't think you're doing that. I don't think you're doing that at all. I think with the Knight of Swords here that you probably told that person, look, you're not putting in any effort here. And I'm putting in all the effort. And I don't need that from you because I've got lots of people in my life who don't give me any effort. So, you know, it feels like you were the one who was putting in all the effort. And it feels like with the Knight of Swords that it's the energy is really very direct, that it's like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. It almost seems like a bit of an impatient energy with this Knight of Cups in the reverse. It feels like love is not moving, love is not flowing, and you're the one that's still putting energy in it. You're keeping the connection open. You keep texting them. You keep asking them. And I feel like you're just not doing that anymore. I like it. Tell me about the middle of February, please, in love for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Nine of Swords, and then you go through this place of, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have ended it, right? There's the Nine of Swords. The truth about the Nine of Swords is that if you do what you always did, you're always going to get what you always got. And so it feels like you, at this point, after you cut somebody out or tell them that, you know, you gotta step forward or that's it, step back. I feel like you worry about that. We've got the Ace of Swords, the one of truth and honesty and triumph here, in the Knight of Swords. And I think in the moment that you said to that person, look, you need to step up or step out, I feel like you said that, you walked away, but now you're worrying about it. Now you're up in your head. Now you can't sleep. Should I have said that? Should I have brought it to an end? We've got 9 and 1 sword is 10. So you felt betrayed. You felt like you were putting in all the effort and someone else wasn't putting in the effort. And I think just as you are feeling badly about letting this go, maybe not badly, but you know, it's like now you got to get used to being without them. Now you got to get used to doing stuff alone again. Now, you know what I mean? But it feels like what's pulling you out of the Nine of Swords is the Eight of Wands. Things start to progress. Things start to move really quickly and possibly even some communication. Tell me what is going on with the Eight of Wands. We have the Sun. It's good. Happy communication. There is lots to say. Somebody here sees you for who you are and accepts you for all of those things, good or bad, right? Whatever things you are that you're working on, whatever things that you've already perfected, they see it all. The Sun is here. It could be a Leo that possibly might be communicating with you. It does feel like it's new, though. It feels like that this isn't someone that you've ever dated before. I'm not saying it's someone that you don't know. There are pentacles here. Could be someone from work, 8 pentacles, but it feels like this is someone who's new. It's like it's a new breakthrough. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. And you're feeling good, right? Michael Bublé said it, right? So I feel like with the Sun here that you are going to get a very clear, happy, honest breakthrough kind of energy that is coming at you here. Somebody's shooting their shot with you. They may have heard that you've decided that you've just cut out this person or decided to leave somebody in the past. We do have the Two of Pentacles. You're unsure. You're kind of still back and forth between the past and the future, the past and the future. This Two of Pentacles, for me, the biggest message that comes from the Two of Pentacles is hang on. Hang on, be sturdy, be solid, hang on to whatever it is that you have and stay in the present moment, right? Try not to be in your head in the past. Try not to be in your head in the future. Stay in the present moment with this person here. Tell me more about Aquarius at the end of February, please. We have the Ace of Swords. This person's going to put in effort. This person's going to put in effort to speak with you. They're going to want to connect with you, Aquarius, intellectually first. I don't see any fire here, right? The only fire that I see here is the Eight of Wands, but that's the clear, concise communication or things that are moving a little bit quicker than you thought that they would. It almost feels like this was a test for you to cut somebody out of your life that wasn't treating you well, and you are being blessed with someone who's coming in as sunshine. They also could be coming in the summer. Maybe it's not exactly in February, but maybe they're coming in the summer, but it does feel like sunshiny energy here. I feel like this person wants to connect with you intellectually first, that it feels like that is the attraction for them, that you're highly intelligent, they love to speak with you, you know a lot of things, and they like that you're very clear with them, very clear and concise. I don't know that you're necessarily going to trust it straight up here with the moon energy. It's like you didn't expect this person, but I want to say that things are not as they seem, because that's the moon energy, right? Things are not exactly as they seem. I want to say that this person is communicating with you, and it may just seem like a friendly conversation. It may seem like really great conversation, like you two could talk for hours and hours, but it feels like what you don't see is that this is going to lead to something. This is going to lead to something really beautiful. Tell me why the moon is here. It's going to lead to new love. There it is, the Page of Cups. So it feels like there is new love coming for you in possibly the month of February. It could be someone who is a Leo, possibly someone who is Gemini, maybe Pisces or Cancer. But it feels like there is new love. A new spark is about to show up here. I like it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. You're about to get some victory, my friend, where I don't think you knew or you realized that you were about to get victory. All right, let's talk about the career. Tell me about information about the career for Aquarius, please. We've got answers are within. So if you have been wanting to go on a new path, it looks like somebody there has got the star and the lantern, which is the inspiration, which is the wish fulfillment here. But the universe is saying, look, you need to take shelter within you. You don't need a person to take shelter with. You need to take shelter within you and figure out the answers here. Tell me about the career. Something that you don't like. It feels like for those of you who do have a career, for those of you who are still in the workforce, and even for those of you who are not, maybe you are deciding to open a business, maybe you're someone who's in a volunteer situation, but it feels like it's not making you happy. Whatever it is right now, it feels like it's not making you happy. It's disappointing. It sometimes is heartbreaking. You don't agree with whatever is going on because it makes you feel some type of way here. We've got the Hermit energy, which I feel is this as well. You can see that the Hermit is by themselves with their light. This person here is by themselves on a path with their light here. It feels like you have been thinking about making a change, making a move of some sort, thinking about trying to gain wisdom over the situation and why you're staying in a situation that's causing heartbreak or distress in your life here. We have the Knight of Cups. You're looking forward to, I really wish I was in a situation where people liked me, where I liked the situation, where they were treating me better. And, you know, the Knight of Cups, of course, is the one who's gallant and, you know, it's got the flowers and all this kind of stuff here. The white horse, the love note, all of that stuff. I feel like you want to be courted as it pertains to the career energy or what you want to do next. Look, just because you retire, it doesn't mean that you just stop doing stuff in life, right? So this could pertain to if you're not working outside the home, if you have already retired, this pertains to what you're going to do next. What's coming next? It's got to be something that you love, because whatever's in the past is something that you didn't like at all. And you've been thinking about ways to be happier within the heart space about what you do as it pertains to a career or what you're going to do next with your time. We do have the Six of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. I like it. Look, it feels like there is something, feels like there's something that you know, something that is innate for you, something you've known as a child. It feels like you remember a time or a place when you really loved what you were doing, and I feel like you want that spark back. For others of you too, it feels like there is somebody who belongs to the Six of Cups, someone that you know, that you have nostalgia with, someone that you know, you've known all your life or maybe for quite a few years. It feels like that person might be someone who encourages you to throw your seeds in a different direction. So it feels like the Six of Cups person, whether it be a best friend or a family member or a lover, whatever it is, it might be this person here who might convince you that it's time for you to throw your seeds of intention in a different direction and wait for them to grow. Be patient with the situation. You're wondering if is it really worth it at this point of the game? You might be someone who's close to retirement. Is it really worth it at this point of the game? I think that it is, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. I really feel like for some of you, no matter what stage of the game you're in, it feels like you're going to find something that you really love to invest your time into. And for those of you who no longer have a career or you've retired, it might be the cause that's on your heart, right? Whatever it is, you might want to get into volunteering. You might want to go traveling. Take it as it resonates here. It feels like with the 7 and the Ace that you're ready to put the hard work in, whatever it is. There we go. Wish fulfillment, because you spoke up. And you're wondering about the abundance. It feels like with the Empress in the reverse here. You know what? For some of you, I feel like the energy here with the Queen of Swords and the Empress in reverse, it feels like that the reason that you want to probably leave this place is because you don't have a good relationship with either a coworker or somebody who's over you. Someone who's a supervisor, a manager, an associate manager, whatever. It feels like somebody here doesn't have the faith in you, doesn't see your value, it's like they keep passing up on you for other things. I feel like that might be the reason for some of you that you might decide to stand up and say, look, you don't recognize that I have all the things that you need. You keep passing me over. I feel like with this wish fulfillment here, it's like a really healing thing that you stand up and you're counted finally, that you liberate yourself from the situation and finally just say, look, you've never saw my worth. I'm out. Thank you, but no thank you. It feels like that there could be a clash of personalities here. We do have the 3 of Cups. So I want to say that whatever you say to this person is something you're going to celebrate later, whether it's like a year from now or the next day. It feels like standing up and telling this person at the workplace or whoever it is that is involved in whatever it is that you do, I feel like you're standing up to this person saying, look, you don't know as much as you think you know. I have all the skills that you need, but you're not seeing my value. I think that you feel good about saying that to somebody finally and taking a standing up here. It's the first step on the way to your wish fulfillment, which is the star energy, which is you, my friend. The wish fulfillment is, the star energy is Aquarius energy, right? So I feel like you're really sort of using your head, but you're also using these words with the Queen of Swords here. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You're also using this energy to be very, I don't think this is someone that you're going to cut up in ribbons. I think this is someone that you're going to be very articulate with. You're going to be, you know what, thank you, but no thank you. I think I'm going to invest somewhere else because you've never seen my value in this company, in this volunteer situation, whatever it is. Somebody here is not seeing your value and you've decided that it's time to move on. And I think you will be moving on in a very happy way. I think you celebrate after this. All right, let's look at the finances. You need to be open with your finances here, open with yourself. I feel like that over this last full moon, something came to an end, and it was a place where you were like on the 25th, maybe it was like, you know what, I finally got to get this done. I got to work on it, look at it, and be open to it instead of ignoring it. So for some of you, it could be it. Tell me about the openness in the finances, please. We do have the Hanged Man. So now you're looking at it closer with a fine-tooth comb. You're looking at all possibilities, looking at this person's side and that person's side and that person's side. And when I say that person, I mean, maybe people have been trying to give you advice and you've been saying, no, I don't need your advice about my money. Thank you very much. But it feels like now you're open to thinking about it. You're open to looking at it from a different perspective. And you're using your gut. What should I do? What should I do from here? Tell me more about the Hanged Man, please. We have the Magician. Look, you have everything. Look, you're tapped into your full potential here as it pertains to finances. It feels like if you're someone who who's saved a lot of money, or you're someone who knows how to make a lot of money, I feel like you have a lot of resources and you have a lot of talents and capabilities here. It feels like you know your worth. And the Magician is here pointing directly at openness. You must be open. Whatever you've been dreaming about, you can bring into the 3D. That's what the Magician is saying. So as above, as below, right? So you can materialize this thing, and you have all of the tools to be able to do that, but you must be open. Your mind must be open to taking different chances. You might want to invest money. You might want to invest in the stock market or invest in a home. I was looking at this house in the distance here, and it feels like somebody's wish fulfillment, the stars in that lantern there, somebody's wish fulfillment is maybe to own their first home or to move or to buy a house in the country. It looks like there's really not much around there but mountains and trees. Maybe it's time that you want to get away, but it feels like first you need to straighten this out in order to straighten this out. I feel like the reason that you're straightening this out and becoming open to it is because of the investment you want to make. You might want to invest in property or a home. We have the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Temperance card. I feel like in the middle of the month, it almost feels like you're in the midst of learning a lesson. You're in the midst of learning a lesson about investments, possibly. Maybe you're going to connect with somebody who has all the tools, the same tools that you do, and you're going to talk to somebody about investment. You're now being open to, maybe I do need to invest some of my finances for a later time. With the Hierophant showing up, it feels like you do learn this lesson. But I also want to say that it feels like you don't really want to do it alone, that you would rather be investing with a partner or with somebody or investing in someone's business or becoming part of the business and investing in it. It feels like you don't want to do it alone. You would rather have a commitment of some sort, a financial commitment from somebody. Maybe you're starting a business and you want the financial commitment. But with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, it tells me that things have kind of slowed down. And when things slow down, it's the opportunity for you to look over all of the details, right? It's the opportunity for you to look at everything very closely and figure out exactly what's going on. So I think that you're in the financial area in February. I feel like you're going to slow down and look at things. It feels like you're going to get balance in your finances. It feels like you need to be patient with that. We've got Pentacles and we've got Sagittarius here, Temperance. You need to be patient with it. Balance is coming. But first, things must slow down. You must learn this lesson of investment, how to bring your dreams from the 5D into the 3D, but you must be open to all of those things. You must be open to it all. So we have the Two of Swords, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like it's a really hard transition for you. That's what it feels like, that you have always done something a certain way, but if you always do what you always did, you're always going to get what you always got. And that's the truth, right? That's the story of the Nine of Swords. And so I feel like there is a block here. And there is a Five of Cups here. So it feels like you are feeling like you can't do it on your own, or you don't want to do it on your own, or you can't face it on your own. There's like a block here that is not only a mental block, but an emotional block. It feels like, you know, with the Ace of Cups, it feels like there's a new beginning here, a new beginning of something really beautiful. We do have fish here. Fish and water are all about finances, right? They're all about abundance. So, you know, it's water, it's fish, it's nourishment. And I feel like it ends, the month ends well, but I feel like you're still in this energy of trying to get things balanced. So although I think you're going to start trying to balance the finances in February, I don't think that you'll be successful in getting it done by the end of the month, but I do feel that you will be making better decisions. The fish and the water are abundant. So I feel like you'll be making better decisions. Better financial decisions are balanced decisions, I feel, that are going to make your heart happy and send you on a very happy path as it pertains to your finances. All right. There is the Hermit. The Hermit's here. The Hermit's here. Look, I feel like you're supposed to go within. The answers are within. That's what it says on this card. You need to go within for the answers this month on all of this, by the way. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Aquarius, for popping in here. I appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up that you leave on the way out. And thank you so much for the comments. I'm going to be gone for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.